Well, hello. It is Cooking Sunday here in the Bender Bubble. We've got a lot going on today. We're going to make some stuffed peppers. We're going to do a little baking. We've got some sugar cookies to make with some frosting. We've got some brownies to make. It's going to be an all-day event, all right? So what we're going to do, we've got our stuff ready for our stuffed peppers here. I've got some green peppers. We've got some little mini sweet red, orange, and yellow peppers. I've got some onion, all right? And then we've got ground beef as well. All right, so what we're gonna go ahead and do first is store our rice because you need to mix everything with the rice. So I have an Instapot and I like to use the good old-fashioned rice. It's cheaper, it's easy to make if you got yourself a good rice pan or if you got the Instapot. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I don't really have a good measure. This is my good rice cup. I don't know, a lot of real lived-in kitchens, you just use what's around, and this is my rice cup. I don't have these measuring cups have disappeared, okay? The kids take the measuring cups, and what they do with them, I have no idea. At this point, I probably have some out in the snow right now. There's probably a few in the backyard from last summer's mud shenanigans. They're just everywhere. We got measuring cups all over this house. We're homeschoolers. So anyway, this is my rice cup. I'm filling this right to the top. We're going to put that bad boy in. We really don't need a lot of rice because, you're going to fill it with a lot of filling and put it in the pepper. But we are some good rice eaters around here, and I want some extra filling left over for leftovers. All right, so we filled this once to the top with rice, and now we filled it halfway again with the rice. And now what we're going to do is do that twice with water. So twice to the top with water, twice to this way with water. You could probably just do it 3 times. It's 1 cup rice to 2 cups water, okay? Unless you're using the jasmine rice, then I think you use a little less water. All right, stay tuned. All right, we've gone ahead and got the rice in our Instapot. All right, hopefully that works out well. It usually does. But now we're going to move right along, all right? So what we're going to do first is we're going to get our peppers ready. What this means is these have already been washed right off. They're good to go. Okay, no pesticides on these. All right, what we're going to do is we're simply just going to cut around. Everybody can cut the pepper however they want. I just want to go right in here like this. I do a nice circle. We want a nice wide opening up at the top, because you want to be able to put your pop, all right? You want to be able to put your filling in it easier. You don't want to be breaking open the tops, So, again, let me see if I can do this backwards here. Right around. I want to thank my prep cooking days from the Polk County Ponderosa, what is it, there in Orlando, for teaching me how I cut my fruits and vegetables. Okay, so we actually are going to use 4 peppers probably, and then we're going to use one of these peppers to actually cut up and put right in the mix too, because you can never have enough green pepper in your stuffed pepper. You know what I'm saying? I've tried it without it. I've tried it with just like the rice and the meat and the sauce, and it's just very, if you've watched any of my videos before, we're a heartier family, so we like things hearty, and it just wasn't very hearty. So I like to add a little bit of whatever I can, in there. So we're going to pick the smallest pepper out of the bunch here, and that's going to be a cut up pepper. Unfortunately, the little ones, they really don't like the whole stuffed pepper idea, but they will eat the filling. So we really only need like 4 peppers here. This guy's going to be our winner. We're going to cut him right up, all right? I'm going to slice and dice this green pepper and just kind of set it aside to get ready to mix with our ground beef when we start cooking our ground beef, which is going to be as soon as we get all of this stuff chopped and diced. Now, I'm going to be doing the same thing with these mini red peppers and orange pepper here. We're going to just chop the tops off. These ones are a little harder to go around the circle, so we're just going to chop them off. Take our knives, clean it out. Boom, good enough. And we're going to dice all these up to add with the green mix. I had some leftover onion from yesterday. I'm going to chop and dice that up along with another one because, again, we like our food real hearty. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, we have a nice blend chopped up here. I actually only ended up using the onion that was in the bag because it looks pretty good, pretty colorful, pretty hearty with just the one there. So again, we've got the mini red peppers, the mini sweet red pepper, mini sweet yellow orange peppers. We've got a whole green pepper in here and half of an onion in here. And this is the mix that we're going to put in with our ground beef to mix with the rice to put in the stuffed pepper. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start boiling our stuffed peppers. We're going to get these right in our pan. I just set them in any which way. It don't really matter how. I'm going to cover this with water and I'm going to start bringing them to a boil as I'm starting to do the ground beef. So I'm going to go ahead, get my skillet warmed up here. I'm going to put that at about a 4. My ground beef has been sitting out for probably about 10-15 minutes now. It's coming down to room temperature. It's always good to bring your food to room temperature, according to Rachel and all the other girls on Pinterest. So here we go. Let's go cover these with water and continue. All right. We're going to go ahead and start browning up our ground beef here. We just, I have this set at 4. Again, I have a gas stove, so I would set your temperature based on how you know your stoves work. I don't think I've ever had a stove that worked the same, honestly. This is a pound of ground beef that I'm going to use in my stuffed peppers. You could probably use however much you need to feed your family, depending on how big your family is or how many leftovers you want, you know. All right, so we're gonna get this ground beef going over here. We're going to add, we're gonna add a little salt. We're gonna add a little pepper. All right. We're going to add some, let's see here. What else do we want to add? A little garlic powder. All right. We're going to add some, what else we got in here? Parsley, of course, the parsley. I'm going to throw some parsley in there. Let me see. I was looking for something. Don't know what the name of it is, but it's kind of Italianish, you know. And I was thinking it'd be a good mix here, but oh, here it is. Here it is. Now, because you put the pasta sauce in here, I'm thinking basil might be all right. This is not sausage. This is hamburger, but it might give it a sausage effect. Just a tad. Not a lot. Just to flavor it up. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. There we go. It's looking good. Getting that all nice and browned up. All right. We're going to add our veggies. All right. We've gone ahead. We added some salt and some pepper. We've added some garlic powder to our meat. I added a little bit of basil. Just sounded right. I added a little bit of parsley. All right. It's getting real browned up. We're going to mix in our veggies in with it. And remember, these are going to be sitting in that pepper all day. So if these don't get real soft right now while it's browning, it's okay because they're going to get soft by the time they sit in that pepper all day, you know. So we're going to get this nice and mixed. Oh, that's looking real hearty. I'm going to have to bring the phone closer here. This is looking real hearty here, okay? Real hearty. Now, what we're going to do here, also add a little bit of minced garlic here. Let me see if I can bring you on over. We want you to see this bad boy. All right, it's looking pretty hearty. We're going to add some of that minced garlic. And then we're just waiting for these peppers. We got our peppers going over here. All right, so we're going to get this all ready. We've got about maybe 10 more minutes on the rice. And then what we're going to do is bring the whole mix together. We're going to mix this right in with that rice in the Instapot. Just mix it all up, all right? We're going to add some pasta sauce to it, all right? We're going to save a little pasta sauce for the tops of the peppers, all right? It's all a process, so here we go. All right, our rice is done. Our filling is done. So we've gone ahead and mixed it all together. And I've got almost a whole can of pasta sauce in here. There's a little less than a quarter left that I'm going to throw on the tops of the stuffed peppers when they're ready to go in the oven. All right, our peppers have been boiled. They're nice and soft. One of them have broke apart, but that's okay. We're going to build it back up. And as per usual, I don't have a good pan to bake these in, so we've improvised and created a nice pan with aluminum foil. So if you see, these are our peppers. They're very soft. They're very fragile. They can break very easily. Our filling is all done. All we're going to do is scoop the filling up into the stuffed pepper. All right. Hopefully we don't make too big of a mess. You want to shove these bad boys as full as you possibly can with all this good filling, all right? Once you fill each one as much as you possibly can, you're going to pour a little sauce over it and put them right in the oven, all right? This is all cooked stuff, so really it's just going in the oven to kind of hang out together and let the flavors merge. I mean, you could really eat it right like this if you wanted, all right? Stay tuned. All right, we've got these bad boys pretty stuffed. So we're just going to go ahead and put a little sauce over the tops of them like so. And I'm going to put these in the oven for a little while. I'm actually just going to let them hang out for a while. We're about to take the kids sledding. I'm going to put the sucker on low and just let it sit and hang out. Because like I said, they're already cooked. You're just kind of keeping them warm and letting the flavors merge together. All right, so after these have been in there for a while and you're ready to eat them, I simply am just going to sprinkle a little cheese on here. I'm going to use some Mott's. We're going to use some thick cut Mott's cheese on it. And it's going to be delicious, all right? Mix that with a little fresh bread and a little warm olive oil. You can't go wrong, all right? So what's for your Sunday dinner? Some stuffed peppers. Let's shove these in the oven and I'll show you how they turn out. Look at the, oh my goodness. It's